Till it isn't. Honestly, that underworld trip for us, it was just another, just another Tuesday, really.
Oh, Bradley, I lost some digits.
Oh, wow. How'd that happen?
I cut him off.
For some reason, I assume.
Oh, yeah.
The payment.
Are you gonna grow them back?
I don't know. I kind of like it.
Why?
I don't know.
It's not gonna
Just-
It's not gonna do your dexterity any favors.
Oh, you know you're gonna have to come up with some story for the grandkids about that.
Exactly.
And I know you're gonna pull me into it.
Oh, of course.
Just
gonna-
grow them back. It's less effort.
Not
But also less
No
fun,
effort.
perhaps.
You'll be
Who
sorry.
needs pinky toes?
You'll be sorry when you want to drink tea and leave your pinky out, and you have no pinky to extend.
Just use my other hand.
You'll only remember that after the first time and it will be weird.
I'll just use my middle finger.
And we laugh.
Oh,
There we go, some levity in the mage world.
0 fucks.
What?
0 fucks given.
Yep.
Okay, nice. So to kind of accelerate things a little bit as you guys reacquaint yourself with reality, so at least Amadine and probably Gray are going to go buy some clothes with the allowance that
I
is
don't
given to them.
I don't take the allowance.
Oh yeah, which
Hey, wash your
that
clothes.
brings to my mind you didn't order any food, Gray, because you don't have money to do so.
That's
Yeah,
right. Eat your eggs.
I was gonna try and pull just some bullshit and get some stuff delivered, like through some fate.
I'll
but-
do like
Could
some
randomly guess a credit card.
yeah,
magic number credit card.
yeah.
Yeah, you could probably do that for you just get someone's credit card canceled.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or they just accidentally deliver
Frozen.
to the wrong address.
Yeah. That's kind of what
Yeah.
I was going for. I was going for a wrong address delivery. And
Oh,
then-
wrong address thing.
Mhm.
Customer.
But it's exactly what you want.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because I honestly have one miracle charge left, and it's on for a year. So I'll just
Okay,
I'll,
so
I'll
you're
just-
gonna use a miracle to get breakfast.
Yep.
Cool.
Be like, oh, I bought this extra sandwich and you look like you could really use it. So here.
So
Just some food.
yeah, because I mean, all it is it's super good coffee and some scones delivered to
Yep.
the wrong address. That's not that
There you
hard
go.
of a miracle.
No, that's a miracle. That's
Yeah.
an adequate miracle.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so
Yeah,
yeah, you got that. But
So,
What'd
so
you say?
Amadine's gonna go get.
that poor other guy who didn't get the scones though.
Right, but he'll probably still get it for free. Just has to wait, or not free. Just
Call the place.
he might get it. Yeah, that's what I mean. He'll get it for free now. He'll get it refunded because they went to the wrong address. It took so long.
Yeah, so Amadine, you're gonna go get some clothes
Yeah.
and go to your former house.
Yes. But something I just realized is like my cell phone might connect to the network, but it might only be able to do 911 calls.
Oh, right. Your SIM card isn't like an active
Right, you
SIM
don't
card.
you don't have self service.
Right,
Right.
so I
You
wouldn't
don't have a service provider.
I wouldn't have been able to text Dawes either then. Unless I would have.
That's true.
I could have used. Hey, do you have a cell phone, Herb? I asked back last
Hey.
night.
Yeah.
Could I use it to text my buddy?
Sure.
Cool. That happened.
It's yeah. No, because I want to be difficult.
Yeah.
Yep, very good point. All the fun things that you have to deal with being a not person.
Being a not person.
You got it rough, man.
What's
you gotta
that?
have a support group on the landing zone in order to make it work.
Yep. Immigrants. That's. You think getting in is the hard part? Staying here is the hard part.
Oh yeah.
So are you guys gonna go hang out outside the Home Depot so you can get a job to earn some money?
I'm gonna go hang out at the Home Depot. That sounds like a great idea. After I talk to Daz.
Alright, yeah, so you're gonna go find Daz. Amadine's gonna go to his old house.
Yep.
What are you gonna do, Erg?
Well, I'm hanging out with Bradley.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah.
and I will take the allowance because I forgot I was 0 broke.
I'll probably
$0.
call Jericho. Does he have a cell phone, or is he
Probably not,
against
to
them?
be honest.
Okay.
He has
I
a
feel like
squirrel
he-
that runs messages for him.
He's yes.
I'll send the carrier squirrel,
Yep.
one that lives in my garden, right?
Perfect.
Easy access.
He is a space mage, so I imagine he has some method of like
Space squirrel.
getting to your house. Like he can just whatever that spell is, the teleport spell,
Right.
to just like
I-
come to your house or vice
I'll
versa.
let him know, however, we've worked out that he's okay with, that we use to communicate that I'm back.
It's probably something like you like change there's like something on your mantelpiece that you like move to a different place or something where the like co-location place that he normally establishes to like get between your guys' houses.
There we go.
Some kind of ridiculous obtuse mechanism that like nobody would ever think of to do.
Yeah.
I use Morse code while I tap the candle.
Yeah.
He's got a scrying window under that one corner of the fireplace.
Yeah. And he has a little Goetia minion who just like watches that little scrying window constantly to let him know when you do the thing.
Oh my goodness.
These are the extents that we go to not have cell phone. Yes.
Right.
So you're gonna contact Jericho after a little bit. Makes sense.
Yeah, let him know I'm back. Maybe if, like, once Bradley and I hang out for a while, and then he's waiting for his car. So I'd let Jericho know beforehand, before Bradley takes off.
Yeah.
Even though things might get a little saucy.
Boy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So let's do Amadine's thing first.
All right. Yep. The reason I brought up the whole cell phone thing is I wanted to Google myself, but I can't do that.
You can do it on a
Yep.
computer somewhere. Go to a library first.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go to the library. Public library.
Yeah, I guess I could.
So you're gonna go drive with Gray for a little bit
Yeah.
to like get the grocery or the clothes shopping and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, and then go to the library and then find your own way from there, however that may.
Yep.
Invisible
B.
flying.
Yep.
All right, so you Google yourself. You get no results.
Okay. Look
Okay.
like a staff directory at
Yep.
university.
Now you need to Google who the lead is in your field, so you know who to take down and take over.
Well, if I were Gray, that might be what I would be Googling.
Ah, fine. You'll get to think
Yeah.
like me eventually.
Let's settle for cleaning up after you.
Yep, there is no Samuel Wilson who works here.
All right. It's looking worse and worse. Goodness.
Oh. As I guess when we got like when we were all in the car together, we're like, oh yeah, we essentially Amadine have ownership of the forestry museum.
No shit.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, that's what was in the letter.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I mean, I can explain the ins and outs later, but we have at least somewhere to go. It's all sanctumed up, and Dave is there.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, I don't know in what capacity, but I'm assuming better than he was before.
Well, perhaps I'll meet you there this afternoon then.
Yeah, that'll be a good rendezvous.
Right. Forces spells. We can triple combine spells now, right?
I believe so.
Yes. Okay.
You're gonna put 3 spells into one casting?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. All right. I want to click the buttons because I want to. So, in a minute.
I should really like look through all my spells and see what like some really good combo spells would be. Like I'm gonna do this. See what happens. I still don't know the rules for combining because I've never done it, and if I did it, it was once.
It's just -2 dice for every additional spell that you add, and they all have to have the same primary spell effect.
So all potency or all duration.
Yep.
And then.
And if they don't, then you can spend a reach to change one of the primary spell factors to the same.
So then, how did the reaches work? Do you still have?
The reaches apply to both spells.
Okay, so like if you have 2 in one and you have 2 in the
Yep.
other, but you're
And
not...
your max amount of reaches is equal to like the less. So like if you're combining a 5-dot spell with a 1-dot spell, you go 1 for each.
Okay.
It applies to both. So.
Because I bet there's people that cast like, or I mean, it'd be really good to just when casting high level, just to throw in a low level on there, just because it's why not?
Throw in what?
A low level, another one, just like why not? Just throw in this other.
I mean, if you have a high enough dice pool, then yeah.
Yeah. You said it's a reach to switch a spell factor?
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Is that always what it is? Is a reach to switch a spell factor?
Yep.
Okay, so like if I'm casting something potency, and I want to change it to duration, it's just a reach, and then this little equation I have that has like all my spells that are cast with duration, they're like default cast at a year because that's what they can be.
Yep.
Does that
Because
work?
if they're primary factor duration, they start with 5 duration.
Huh. So you could turn a potency spell into a year-long duration spell with 1 reach.
Correct.
Holy shit. That's awesome.
Okay. So, turns. So I got a combined spell here. It's a potency 5, duration a year. Levitation with the reach for being able to fly, like at will. With velocity control and invisibility.
Okay. Yep. You're a cruise missile.
Yeah.
You're a 60-year-old cruise missile.
You just Superman it.
Yeah, just Superman it.
All right, you roll them dice. Any
Mhm.
paradox?
Nope. I actually have a reach left over, believe it or not.
Dang, son.
Well, we gotta work on flexing them spellcasting muscles. We're gonna try it again with one fewer.
Yeah, do some reps.
Yeah. It's almost like I'm not excited to go.
Yeah, right. Wow. We all know the answer to what you're about to go do. And no, but you just don't want it to be said.
Yeah. All right. Well, that one dice wouldn't stop exploding, so I got 4. Just one dice gave 4 successes.
Yeah.
All right, yeah. So you like step out of the library, go around like a corner, out of the public eye.
Yep.
Into a telephone booth.
Yep.
Yep. Into a telephone booth, and then you invisibly levitate into the air,
Mhm.
shooting off into the sky at what was the multiplication of your velocity?
So let's see here. My speed for levitation is Gnosis plus spells potency. So
Okay.
11 base speed
Okay, so
times 32.
okay, so you get there in like a minute because that's so fast.
Gnosis plus speed plus what times 32?
Yeah,
so
no.
11, that translates to that's like 11 yards every 3 seconds. So like
33
Like-
feet a second? Or no,
yeah,
sorry.
about a little less than 4 yards a second
Yep.
times 32.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
All right. Yeah, you're
so that's
fast.
4 yards a second times 32.
128
Is he-
yards a second.
Okay, so we're doing
You're doing more than a football field every second.
we're doing like 1/3 Mach.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
pretty fast.
Yeah. You're flying.
All right, so you fly up into the air. You are a forces mage. You don't care about the wind or the sun or the heat.
Or the bugs. The bugs are now you are their problem.
And
They are not
you
your problem.
fly across the sunny, arid landscape
I feel bad for the
surrounding Santa
birds.
Fe, out and over towards the home that you lived at for I
Mhm.
don't even know how long.
Yeah.
Give it at least 20
As-
years. Nice.
As you go
Good memories.
fly down to that area, you see your house.
Mm-hmm.
It's there, just like you always remember. You move down kind of slowly, as slow as you can, so you don't like smash into the ground, you know?
Yeah,
Handcraft.
I mean, I can still break my legs doing this.
Yep, absolutely.
You don't wanna
Take it
handcraft
real easy
this.
on the landing.
Yep.
You see there's like a car parked in the driveway. There's a garden out front, and you see a person with like a big like a sun hat kind of working out in the garden.
Okay. I guess I'm invisible, so I will, I don't know, be creepy and case the place.
Just kind of watch for a little while.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, it's hard to like get close without the risk of like damaging something.
This reminds me
Um,
exactly of Tommy Lee Jones in the first Men in Black, watching his
Mhm.
his old I don't know what that was, wife on
Oh yeah.
on his like galactic cameras,
Yep.
and she's gardening and looking up into the sky.
Yeah, you kind of fly around. It seems pretty similar to how you remember it.
Hmm.
Maybe a little more run down in certain places.
Okay.
You notice the roof, which you reshingled. And you didn't do yourself, but He
Yeah.
reshingled it a couple years ago because it was getting old. It hasn't been reshingled,
Oh boy.
so might be a little leaky.
All right. Yeah. There, I assume that there's not a tan beater car in the driveway.
Nope. No, the car in the driveway is just like very like small, like little economy car. Not like not unlike your old. It was definitely a car that was bought to be cheap and last a long time.
Okay. Oh boy. All right. Well, we'll work our way around the house, I guess, to see who's gardening.
Okay. So you alight down on the ground to kind of get to ground level, and you see, as the person stands up, lifts the brim of the hat a little bit, wipes the brow. It's Lily.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
You see her kind of like straighten up a little bit and like look over in your general direction, like maybe she heard the wind shift as you moved down on the ground,
Mm-hmm.
but her eyes look past you and she returns back to what she was doing.
Okay. Welp. All right. We're gonna rip off a band-aid. Yes. Okay. So, I will go back to the driveway. And drop invisibility, and then like go up and ring the doorbell.
Okay, isn't the garden in the front?
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, like knowing Lily, it's garden all the way around.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, we'll say it's like around the back a little ways, and like you go up and ring the doorbell, and you wait, knowing all well that like she's not in the house.
Right.
But after like a couple of minutes, she moves around the side of the house and looks and kind of raises a like hand to the brim of her hat and says, "Hello. Can I help you?"
Hi. Yes. Do you remember me?
She kind of looks at you and smiles a little and says, I can't say I do. Sorry. Have we met?
Once upon a time.
Once upon a time.
Mm.
Where did she kind of like stops and just like kind of stares at you for a couple of like 4 or 5 seconds, and then says, where did we meet? I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. I can't place the face.
Just say we actually met and be like,
Yeah,
tell the story.
Yeah. Yeah. I'd be like, let's see here. Yeah, I don't know. Sam says place where they first met. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know where it was.
Boring
but-
office party that she was the best thing that livened it up and talked all night and blah 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 blah.
Sure.
It was one of your professor things.
I don't usually go to very many office parties these days. It must have been a while ago.
Yeah. A couple of decades.
Huh.
Hmm. Wait. Math. Like 3 decades.
Yep.
Yeah.
But what brings you around? I'm sorry, I didn't get your name. I'm Lily. I don't know,
Sam.
Sam.
Hmm.
Nice to meet you again.
Yes. All right. Well, just wanted to say hi. I guess I was in the neighborhood.
Oh,
I should have come in and done the whole microphone in your ear or thing. I could have had her right back as your wife by tonight.
well, yes. Good to see you. Uh, you were in the neighborhood, I take it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry that I don't remember you.
Me too.
Ugh.
All right. Sam will wave, I guess, and pretend that he was on a jog and go down the block.
Okay. Yeah, she waves back and
Hmm.
see her kind of pausing, just standing outside of the house, watching you go there for a little bit. And you continue
Hmm.
on and around the bend of the driveway.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
heavy stuff.
Yep.
I'm sorry, I don't remember you.
Yep. That's the saddest thing we've had in a campaign yet.
Dang.
Oh man. Me too, lady.
Yep. Perfect answer. That
Oh, yeah.
belongs in a fucking rom-com at the end towards the end, right before the happy ending, when it's looking its grimmest.
Yep. The Notebook, anybody? No. Anyways.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Oh, she has like dementia, right?
Yeah. Yep. So she keeps forgetting him over and over again.
Ah, rough.
Yep. Anyways.
Similar.
Yeah. So yeah, Sam's going to actually go on a jog for a while.
Just, yep, run through this area. You probably jogged around here before
Yep.
quite a number of times.
Yep. I mean, a stamina 5 doesn't maintain itself.
Nope. Gotta do that cardio every morning.
Yep. Eventually, we will change courses and try and find the changelings.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, you know that they were kind of around here.
Mhm.
Or when they came in. All right, yeah, that'll be a thing.
Yep.
Okay. So let's see. Well, yeah, we'll do the Dawes thing with Gray.
All right.
So you're just going to try and run into him.
Yep.
All right. Well, yeah. So, yeah. For the sake of brevity, you have some fate shenanigans
Yep.
that you can
And
help that along, and you also kind of know his usual haunts.
Yep.
Um.
And
So
I'm also gonna have Miracle running, just so I can fuck with his stuff and not have to worry about my skill being the only thing.
okay. Yeah.
So that is. It's always one paradox when I cast my highest spells. So you can roll that.
No paradox.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4 successes. 4 successes. Okay, so 4 successes and potency 5, so five charges of miracle.
All right. Yeah, so you guys go around, you end up kind of like going around down Main Street, kind of close to where his hangout is, like his house thing. His place. And you end up seeing him driving in his car. He like stops at a gas station that you're walking by
Okay.
and gets out.
All right. I'm gonna kind of just wait and see what he's. I'm waiting for him to start like running some of his grifter scams on like in on the streets and shit, where you do the whole find the queen, that kind of shit. He does that as like hobbies.
Oh, he does the like street grifter thing.
Yep. That's where we met. So I'm gonna try and kind of redo that situation.
Okay, well, yeah. So in that case, you probably meet him downtown,
Yep.
where all the tourists go.
Perfect.
And yeah, he's doing just the normal hobby thing.
Yep. Because like that, yeah, exactly. It's to keep his skills sharp and read people and all that. And so I'm gonna go be the customer and kind of go do that run.
All right. Yeah. So you kind of walk up to where he's staked out at Santa Fe Plaza.
Mm-hmm.
Santa Fe Plaza. And it's like, hey, morning there, sir. Fancy to try your luck?
Why not? It's been a while. It's been quite a while since I've played a game like this.
Well, it's very simple, and you just have to pick the right card.
All right. What are you charging here for first timers?
Oh, first timers, we'll put a dollar up there. We'll start on that. You don't want to blow your load ahead of time, right?
Right. Well, all I got on me today is this 50. Can you break a 50?
Oh, big spender. Okay. Well, yeah, I think I can do that.
All right. So we'll play the first round and see how that goes.
Mhm. I mean,
yeah, I'm pretty sure you're meant to win the first round.
Yeah.
And then it gets harder and the bet goes up and then you lose.
Yep. So he kind of.
I'll let that run all the way to the end, till I'm like, cause I'll put my 50 in and win, and then I've got 100, and then I'll win his 100, and then I think I'll basically go until he knows something's up, till I'm out cheating him.
Okay, so like you do the 50,
Yep.
that's the gimme one.
Yep.
You win the 100, which you're not supposed to win. You win the next one,
Yeah.
200.
Which now he's fucking suspicious.
And after that, he's like, "Well, it's your lucky day today, isn't it? Pretty lucky, huh?
I've been
And you
called.
shouldn't be going to a casino with that kind of luck."
The casino's got guys that bust your knees if you do too well.
No, that's true. Who's to say I don't?
I got nimble knees. I think I could outrun him.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it, man. I'm not gonna bust your knees over a couple $100, but level with me here. You got something going on here.
More than you could possibly see.
Ooh, how intriguing.
Indeed. Would you mind joining me over lunch? I'll buy and tell you all about it. Tricks of the trade. I recognized a fellow fellow craftsman at work. You're good.
Kind of
You're good.
pauses. Looks like he's about to like nod, and then he kind of narrows it and says, "Your voice sounds familiar."
I told you I'd see you tomorrow.
And he connects the dots and is like, "Oh, so you're that fucking Derek guy?
Hey, Daz, how you doing?
Okay, who are you?"
That's what I want to talk to you about. I'll buy lunch. No
What are
grave,
you
no
wearing,
grave,
by
no
the way?
graveyard.
Are you still wearing your fucking weirdo?
Yep.
Okay,
That was the
So-
point, to really be fucking just odd as hell.
so yeah, he looks at you. He's like, "Are you like Freemasons or something?"
Oh man, no, not just what I would expect though. As I like kind of like pop my collar a little bit.
Pop collar is not.
No,
not
because
not,
it's
not work on that suit, man.
that's what I know. I know it doesn't. And
It's like,
but you know, no graveyard meetings. This way, if fucking if you don't like what I'm selling, you can get up and walk away with a free lunch.
yeah, that's what they all say.
That's what all the guys in Victorian era get up say, that know your name and have your number.
Well, I guess you kind of got me here now, don't you? Huh?
I
It's
do.
all part of your little scheme. Frickin' think of it. Who's Sherlock Holmes's nemesis?
Oh, Moriarty.
Yeah, you frickin' Moriarty looking son of a bitch.
Hey, he was a genius. I'll take it.
You know, it's a literary work. He wasn't real.
Ah.
And
That's
Like,
that's neither here nor there.
he's like, okay, you know what? Fine. Let's have some lunch. Tell me about your pyramid scheme or whatever you're selling. Whatever's going on here.
Perfect.
Your cult or whatnot.
There it is.
You've intrigued me enough.
Perfect. That was the point. I know your
Yep.
time. I know your time is not worth nothing. I needed to make an entrance.
Well, you do have some showmanship. I'll give you that.
All right. So I actually know his favorite place is right down the road, or one of, because
Yep.
frequent local of the city.
So you just smooth criminal your way back into that, work your way into that dynamic sort of.
Yep. Right back into his life.
if you want to layer on the creepiness, you order and then you say what his order is going to be, like
Yeah.
his.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I might even do that too. I'd be like, all right, I'll have this, and this, and then I'd be like, and what do you want? Like this, like a this kind of with a swirl and a twist, something like that. Something like that. It's like exact.
Fine.
Yep.
This with a swirl and a twist.
Yep.
All right. Well, yep. That is where we'll leave it for this
Perfect.
session. We'll save the Jericho stuff for next time because I think
Yep.
that'll probably be
That'll
longer than
that'll
a few
be
minutes.
A big one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
And then get into some other things maybe too. So there'll be I got to work out the specifics of what the merits are, but basically a lot of your merits are going to change into the merits that represent the forestry museum.
Okay.
Right.
That is a 5-dot hallow
Nice.
and
Ooh.
a sanctum, and then Dave is a retainer.
Okay. Yeah, we'll have to meet Dave.
Yep, you have to meet Dave.
Oh, is it Chance McNally? Is that his name?
What?
Is it Chance McNally? Was that his name?
Oh yeah, Chance McNally
All right,
is
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I just put that in chat that I texted him.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So
Did,
the
did he respond by lunch?
yeah. Yeah. So
That was
got
good.
that, and then beyond that stuff, I guess. Are there any things that you guys want to do aside from the stuff we already discussed, or like any plans that you have, or like stuff that you want to like work on with your characters in like the broader spectrum related to like getting back into things?
Just I want to rebuild this Dawes relationship. That's a big one. Like
Yeah.
he was the best friend. One of those things. So that's a high priority because
Mhm.
that'll also help me just reattach myself to this world and make it back to normal.
Yeah.
Yep.
And honestly, I am going to big time hardcore like play matchmaker and urge Samuel to reconnect with Lily.
Oh dear.
Yep. Oh, it's gonna happen. I'm like, dude, what's the problem? What's wrong here? You're not like, she's not cheating on you with you. There's no other Sam. She's by herself in that house with a shitty car. Get your ass and start dating. You already know everything she likes. Just start over. There's nothing wrong with that. That's exactly what I'm gonna say. All that is said.
I do not know at this time how Sam will react to you saying that.
Yep.
Yeah. It's still
Yep.
it's different when
Yep.
with that sort of.
I know. I mean, it's not gonna be immediate. It's not gonna be like, well, because I'll know that she didn't I'll see it like, how'd you leave it? And then, well, there could be more there. Don't give up is probably how I'll start it. And then if you don't, succeed, if you don't proceed, then I'm gonna fucking get on your ass.
All right.
That's
Yep.
yeah.
But in the short term, we're gonna check on the changelings, check out the house, meet Dave, and then check out the watchtower.
All right. Yeah.
In the medium term,
You're gonna lose yourself in your work.
absolutely.
Yeah.
That blue heart is going to give me all of its secrets. I don't belong in this world anymore, so I may as well explore the rest of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
Yeah. But yeah, and then I'll be like, dude, I see what you're doing. Just call her, ask her out.
All right. Yeah. That'll be good. That's I think that's an interesting direction to take.
We have
right.
some fun actual stuff happening now.
Yeah, and then we'll have Herb and her grandson
that's
situation.
That's a good situation too. We got some cool shit going on. This is almost more fun in this timeline, like rebuilding it than.
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but there are a couple of cabals that just straight up didn't exist.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I absolutely noticed that. I was like, oh man, yeah, those names aren't familiar to me at all.
No.
So yeah, there's some other dynamics in the magic. There's some other dynamics in the magical world that you have yet to fully explore. So
yeah.
For instance, Herb exists in this timeline.
Yep.
Oh right, yeah.
If she did exist in the other timeline, she did not live in Santa Fe.
Right.
Yep.
Because we never heard of her, or she was just
Yep.
someone that Jericho mind erased because it was part of something. Bad breakup.
Who can say?
Oh, we would never break up.
You wouldn't let it happen. Awesome.
What would he do without me?
He'd just go live in a pocket dimension with squirrels.
With squirrels, which he has blessed with sentience.
Yeah, so he could go get him stuff.
Blessed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about blessed. Yeah, that's true.
Cursed.
Yeah.
It's easier to buy their labor this way.
Yeah, right. Wait, why have I gained sentience? To fetch my mail.
I mean, there is probably some ethical implications to making a creature self-aware who like has a 4-year lifespan or something.
Yep.
I don't know how long squirrels live. But
As if Jericho gives a
They
shit.
live for, actually, I know this. They live for about 20 years.
Yeah.
wow,
Yeah.
that is longer than I thought.
Mhm.
Yep. I thought
I
so.
had pet squirrels for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I'm assuming you just don't see old squirrels because once they start to age, their limberness goes, and they're the
Yeah.
first ones that get eaten by fucking eagles and shit.
Yeah, it's nature.
Yeah, they're just a squirrel life is a young man's game. It really
Nature
it
is
looks
metal.
it looks to be. I mean,
Well,
jumping
according to
around,
Rick and Morty, they're like ruling the world.
Oh,
Well-
yeah, that's true.
but only through some sort of social network that we can't understand.
Yep.
You know, because they don't like. All we've seen is that some sort of secret social network. But if you ever,
They are the Illuminati.
yeah, exactly, they're the Freemasons. So I'll talk to Dawes about that. You're worried about Freemasons, man? You got to get up on it. It's squirrels now, motherfucker. They're the problem. They're the real rulers of the world.
Squirrels. It's all about the squirrel.
Yep.
Don't talk about the squirrels.
But don't talk about them because
Yeah.
they're
You ever
about,
wonder why Squirrel Girl was able to beat Thanos? Yeah. No.
yeah, squirrels.
Squirrel.
Because squirrels.
Because squirrels. You ever tried spell squirrel? It's one of the hardest words in the world. That's why.
The squirrels are teaming up with the pterodactyls.
Yeah, there it is.
Oh, you thought they were extinct?
No, the squirrels
That
kept
was
it.
the ploy of the squirrels.
The squirrels
Yep.
kept the pterodactyls under wraps.
They covered it up until the time was right.
hmm Unleash the pterodactyls.
Oh man.
They've learned how to spell squirrel. Unleash the pterodactyls.
Society has progressed too far. It's time for us to reset it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. For
See,
sure.
once you become an archmage, you become a squirrel.
Yeah.
That's
That's
the real secret to
That's-
Archmage.
that's awesome. That's the shortcut.
Yeah.
Shit, Archmages could totally do that.
Yeah.
On a whim. I'm a squirrel now.
Yep.
I
You
am
know
a
what?
squirrel.
You know what? I'm gonna be a squirrel for a little while. And by a little while, I mean a few hundred years, and create a squirreltopia, and the rest we're gonna rule the world.
Yeah. And then when they're bored of that, they travel back in time and do something else.
Yep. Like, well, that was fun. Let's try something else. Dolphin this time. Dolphin Society.
So long,
You
thanks
can
to
just-
all the fish.
Yep.
Yep. All right, so we're gonna do 4 beats for this session.
Nice.
Yep.
Was there?
No arcane experience.
say, yeah, I was
because
just
you
thinking.
didn't really deal with any magic.
No, we just hung out and talked about shit.
So you can spend an experience to make a spell permanent, right?
Yes.
Correct.
So at some point between this session and next session, can I make a couple permanent spells?
Sure. Yeah.
Cool.
And how much does it cost to increase Arcana?
4 dots.
All right.
Or 4 points of experience.
I'm increasing matter twice.
Twice.
Damn.
You have 8 experience?
I have 9.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah. So like
Should
that will.
I go
be...
talk to a matter person to do that?
I mean, you can figure it out yourself because you have a dot.
Yep.
I would
You want me to,
say
I can't
like
wait. It's not press. I'm not probably even gonna use matter till I hit 4 or 5.
yeah. I mean, it would make more sense if you did use it
Okay.
as you were like increasing it, just because then you're like getting practice with it, right?
Right. Right.
I would say like put 1 dot into it, and
Okay.
then like in like another couple of sessions put another dot in, just to like make the like you're focused, putting your like focus on mastering that at
Yep.
this point, right?
Yep. Because I want to just up and create a thing. Like there's too many times when it would fucking be nice and be handy.
Yeah. There's a lot of other really useful matter spells too.
I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just
I mean, once
figured-
you get to I mean, the 3-dot ones are all pretty good.
The other thing I obviously need / want is space, because space time is the way to go.
Yeah.
But I'll just rewrite history.
Be learning.
I'll be a space mage when I need it. That's another thing I need to do is just go talk with every arcana, like a master of every arcana, and just get like little notes on stuff. That way when I do the change history thing, I'm not just a brand new newbie. But I guess that's what the history is I've gone through my whole life learning that arcana.
Do the avatar.
Yeah, I'm basically avataring.
Yeah, the rewrite history arcana thing, I've been thinking about that. I don't know if I want that to be a...
That's fine. I'm totally fine.
I don't think that... I think it's a lot in general.
It's game breaky.
Not necessarily game breaky, but like, because it's a lot of versatility.
Yep.
And I think it's better if you have to like figure out how to solve problems using the tools you have instead of just give you all the tools.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
fine.
you end up coming up with more interesting solutions.
For sure. Instead of just, let me just cast this spell. Now we can cast this spell. Problem solved.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get it. But that's why I've literally only done it once.
Yeah.
This entire campaign. So.
And it was more for like a convenience necessity thing.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't have any problem with how you pass. I think it's better just not to do.
Okay. So what can I rewrite then? Like what's the
as the spell says, you can skills, attributes, merits. Yeah, all that.
Okay. And then
You can rewrite history to gain a bunch of dots in a skill, or a change your attribute dots around.
so to gain dots, can I increase ones that were never there? Do I have to move
You
them around?
reassign dots.
Okay, it's a reassign.
Yeah. It's like, instead of doing this, I did this.
Gotcha. It's not, and I did this.
Yep.
Okay. Is there a way to do an and I did this?
Well, I mean, that's more like just increasing your dots from, like, life magic, you can increase your attributes, your physical attributes, and then mind magic, you can increase your skills.
Okay.
Skill dots by just like knowing how to do things
Okay.
that you didn't, right? It's like, oh, I learned kung fu.
Yep. And then make that permanent with an experience if you wanted.
Yeah, you could do that.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can get real crazy with that.
Yep. All right. Yeah, I think I'm fine with that because I was always kicking around the idea of just getting at least a space.
Yeah.
Because that would help a lot, but I'm like, I want to do the matter. It's what I want to fuck with.
Matter and space.
It's a spell where if I spend a reach, I can raise it above the maximum attribute rating, and it's duration.
Yep, there is a spell.
So I could permanently make my attributes higher than 5.
Yes.
Wow.
Also, your guys' attribute maximum is actually 6 because you have 6 Gnosis.